everybody, welcome to another Ink Thieves video with JBaum and a very special co-host today, Jebas. Today we have a very special treat for you that Sarek, Cash PR, and myself have been working on the past few months. We are going to be showcasing our new wiki-like website aggregating all data related to the challenges, as well as a serialized Mickey tracker where we have found every Mickey winner's number. Jebas, how are you doing today?
You know what? I'm doing all right. I got a bit of the con crud after Vegas, but I'm on the mend and really excited to be here.
Perfect. Yeah, I guess without further ado, we'll just jump right into what we're actually showcasing here. And so if you go to this unsungheroes.gg website, you can actually see this Disney Lorcana challenge for Atlanta. And we've pretty much aggregated all of the data. You can actually click to see other Lorcana challenges as well. But it breaks down the broadcast team, the prizing, the results. You can even click these deck lists and get pulled up and just see Joshua's deck or whoever else you want to see that placed well. And then also these streamer matches.
Very cool.
Yeah, I guess it's also pretty interesting to see that everybody got 2-0'd or 2-0'd at this first day.
It is a bit interesting, right? Because it seems a lot like you're going to find that people are angling more towards getting those 2-0s rather than sort of ending up on the 1-1 split, just because of how important that is for points and getting a good placement.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like surprising they're not a single 1-1, but I guess that'll happen sometimes.
When they bring good players on, they're gonna try their best to get that 2-0, and sometimes the pressure of the camera, not everybody is as familiar with it as others, and you're gonna end up with some interesting situations where they may not be as comfortable, in those feature match situations, and they might not play as well as you would expect them to, right?
Exactly. And then you can even click the little YouTube button here, and it'll bring you straight to the feature match, and you can just get a quick look and watch it and get some replays of it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and so not just for Atlanta, but you can also click up here in Chicago and see the same kind of results here. And so this is really just becoming an aggregator for all of the challenges to get people who do well to get future recognition. And if anybody wants to go back and just see how people performed in the past, you'll have this very easy link to find that. And so here we can see a lot more 1-1s as expected.
Yeah. I think people are evolving a little bit more with the two-game format as well, and they're getting a lot more used to the idea that the 1-1 is not necessarily an ideal outcome for either player. It is the
Right.
most likely outcome, but trying to shoot for those 2-0s, playing maybe a little bit more polarized decks, I think is going to be happening a lot more.
Oh yeah, 100% too. And we can kind of see that too with how the point spread started off in Atlanta with 44 was pretty much guaranteed to make day two, and now it's increased to 45, and even some 45 players are not making it. So as we see more people realizing how the format works, we're seeing a lot more 2-0s than we did at the start.
Yeah, stacking points to be a lot heavier weighted as far as actually making the cut. People are less likely to, if they are getting above that 45 range, to do anything other than just draw in, because it is so tumultuous round by round. You can very easily split a round that you were not expecting to, or even get 2-0'd, and then all of a sudden you're just pretty far away from it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and then besides these challenge wiki-like websites, I think the one that everybody's been excited for and been asking me for over the months is the serialized Mickey winners. And so the reason this has taken so long is we have had to find and speak with every winner to track down their serial number, but we've aggregated it all here. So if you want to go to this website, you can just come down and see in order of the person who won the Mickey what serial number they have. And you will notice something interesting. Let's see if you can spot it here in these numbers. But do you notice any numbers that might be missing from here?
Well, we have some of them in the tens, hundreds, 200s, but you can sort them, and there's nothing above 294, um, which is interesting given that there's out of 500. So there, you would think that there would be something in the 3 or 400 range.
Yeah, it just seems sort of odd, but other than that, like it's just really exciting to see like some of these other numbers. What's your favorite number that has been revealed so far?
13 is a pretty good um, pickup. That was from Chicago.
Yep,
Um,
Chicago. My hometown hero Thomas. He plays at my locals.
yeah. Number 8 is actually, a lucky number for some. Um, like it's interesting. Number
There's
100, the one that Frank actually got as kind of the very first one, is actually a pretty sweet number too. Just any of those, just even tens are pretty cool.
oh yeah. So far, we still. I don't think we've gotten my favorite number from being Chicago, the Michael Jordan number 23. So I feel like that one might be big, but I could be wrong. Did we hit 23? No. Oh, we did have 23 in the first tournament. I somehow missed that.
Yeah, there's been quite a few of them handed out already, but there's still a ton left to go.
Yeah, and especially the most important number, number one.
Number 1 is really important. Number 500 is actually probably going to be really valuable as well,
Oh yeah,
especially given that nothing above 300 has really gone out. It makes you kind of wonder where or when that might happen.
yeah, that's a very good point. And then just to kind of touch on this one last thing too, as I've been trying to find these numbers, I've revealed some have been graded, and so you can click here and see the actual certification and the picture of the grade as well, which is pretty cool. So if you do have a Mickey and you've gotten it graded, send me the information and I'll get it posted up to this website as soon as I can.
Looking through the list, it does look like there's a few that have had more than one opportunity to actually get a Mickey.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
Especially, our Vegas winner, Zan Saeed, is one of them. He actually got fourth in Atlanta and now, managed to secure first, which is really cool.
yeah, he's actually the third person to win two Mickeys behind. Sorry if I mispronounce these names, but Theotime Bukak or Bukat, and then Ruben Gutierrez. Theotime won 253rd, number 253 and 154, getting third and first respectively, and then Ruben had gotten second and fourth, getting numbers 289 and 207.
That's really cool. And it's interesting that well, it appears that it's only one North America that has doubled up for the North American events, and it's two now in the European region.
And that's especially impressive because they have less challenges than us as well.
Right, right. There was what one less event so far. Or has it been two already? I
Uh,
guess with Seattle coming up, then it would be two.
yep, yep, that sounds about right.
I do hope that they're able to expand it out. I know that they're um, looking to branch out into the Asian markets very soon. That's this upcoming year. Um, I believe it was with is it both Chinese and Japanese
Yep,
printings?
that's correct.
So I would imagine that that will come along with some Asian region events as well, potentially even having an entire additional set of challenges over there with their own regional.
Yeah, and
Um,
maybe that's
so
where
that'll be kind of
300 to
interesting.
500 might be going.
It could be. That
Yeah.
could be interesting,
Actually,
actually.
I just that just sparked like that in my head right now once you said that.
I believe that they're also looking at still handing out these Mickeys maybe for, um, even potentially for the uh, like the actual continentals and worlds. So we'll see. Maybe they are looking to hand out all 500 of these, and they're just going to really ramp up how many of them are going out, which obviously doesn't bode super well for the overall value of each individual one necessarily. But at the
Right.
end of the day, there's still only going to be 500 of them. like no matter how they get handed out, and that means they're all still going to have some value. Definitely long term, especially if they get graded pretty well.
Oh, for
Uh,
sure.
if nothing else, Disney collectors care a lot about uh, rare, especially things that have a trackable history to them, which is another reason that I think this website is super cool because it does show you a bit of that history, shows you sort of where they started from, um, and some of these players are really cooking with
Oh
this.
yeah.
They're really out there. They're grinding these and doing super well, and it's impressive.
Yeah, and I'm glad you actually said that because the casters have mentioned whenever they're giving out these gold Mickeys about how you can track it to the person. Well, before now, there wasn't actually a way, and so now you can actually track it to the person. So if you buy a Mickey a couple years down the line, you can come to this website and just see, oh, this is the person that won it, and have that piece of history there. So that's also a pretty exciting part of this website.
Yeah, and hopefully it will be a little bit easier going forward now that the website is a little bit more online and available to be able to get others to help us sort of add this information in.
Oh yeah.
That way, we don't have to play the guessing game of who got all of these things. Um, so if anybody has this information, and when Seattle gets finished up, just forward it on, and it makes it a lot easier for us to be able to update these websites.
Yeah, I actually have a funny story about Eric D'Souza's Mickey. We could not track that guy down at all to find his Mickey, but luckily, Sarek actually got paired into him in Vegas and was able to get his number.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then
Uh,
just one more thing before we go. Somebody did grade a black label gold Mickey at BGS, and they have hidden it and will not come forward. And so that is out there. I do not know what number it's on, but that is looking to be at least a $100,000 card because the black label is so rare in Lorcana. I believe there's only been like 3 to 5 cards in a black label. One of them
Interesting.
one of them was a D23 Captain Hook that sold for $27,000 actually. And so
Wow.
the black label, being as it's like the perfect card, is just so rare. And the issue mostly on all of these for not getting a 10 on the black label is centering. Pretty much every
Yeah.
single one has gotten a 9.5 on centering. And so the fact that that black label's out there and that person has remained anonymous is actually insanely crazy to me because I would have sold that in a heartbeat. But congratulations to whoever that owner is.
Sometimes just collecting is more important than money.
Oh yeah.
So, and it's not like it's going to go down in value. So there is something to be said for that.
Yeah, yeah. I would find it very unlikely that there would be more than 5, if that, black label gold Mickeys between all 500 that are released.
Yeah, and again, because it's serialized, because it's, um, you know, that one of 500, and it has that progeny available to it, you don't necessarily need to move it right away. It's going to have that history. It's not something that's a mystery down the road. So it'll be available no matter when they decide to do anything with it. So it's really cool.
Yep, agreed. Well, this has been fun. Thank you for joining me in our introductory video for releasing this website. And special thanks to Sarek and his brother, Cash PR, for helping aggregate all this data and putting this website together.
Yeah, absolutely. They did great. They did a lot of work.
Yep, it's so much work. Each of these challenge pages takes about 20 hours to put together. And that's just like on the back end work. That's not even just getting the data. That's also some time to include, but just actually physically putting this together. So huge thank you guys. This has been amazing to talk about, and I'm so excited to be part of putting this history together for Lorcana. All right, till next time. This has been an Ink Thieves production. See you later, everybody.
Thanks for watching.